Oh God, please, please stay away from me. My holes are already stretched out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my lab for yet another Minecraft mod showcase. Today, we're going to be looking at one of my personal favorite Minecraft mods of all time, the Mutant Creatures mod. The Mutant Creatures mod is an absolutely fantastic addition to Minecraft by adding in 6 new bosses to the game, each one based off of a different mob already in the game. From lanky Slenderman looking Endermen to roided up zombies that just got done snorting 2 tubs of protein powder, it's time for another mod showcase. The Mutant Creatures mod is yet another iconic mod in the world of Minecraft. It was originally created on July 6, 2012 and posted on the Minecraft forums by the user HippoMaster21 and started off with only one mutant creature, that being the Mutant Creeper. Over time, 5 more bosses were added, which consisted of, in order of release, the Mutant Zombie, Mutant Snow Golem, Mutant Enderman, Mutant Skeleton, and the Spider Pig? Yeah, that one is kinda random, but let's go with it. The mod was quite popular with YouTubers as well, but not quite on the level of the Lucky Blocks mod. Fun fact, the first ever Popular MMOs Challenge Games video started with the Mutant Zombie. As a matter of fact, Pat and Jen fought every single mutant mob from this mod except the Mutant Snow Golem. So while yes, the Mutant Creatures mod isn't as well known as, say, the Lucky Blocks mod, but it basically helped start one of the best Minecraft YouTube series of all time. Alright, now that you know a bit more about the history of the mod, it's time to head into the lab and do some testing. So here we are in the testing chamber here, where we have all of our guinea pigs lined up for experimentation. We have things ranging from a simple skeleton to the snow golem here, which I couldn't get to spawn in, or at least when I did spawn it in, it died instantly. We're gonna solve that later on, but as you can see, we just have 2 snow blocks there with a pumpkin there. Nothing too special there. We'll mutate him later on in the video. So moving on through here, we have a pig. And this pig will be mutated later on into a spider pig. You guys will be seeing that. It'll be super exciting, trust me. So then over here we have... God, Mervin, why the... God damn it, Mervin. I can't let people know that Wang Enterprises tests on employees. Get the hell out of here. Move. Get out of here. Mervin, move! God, I can't let people know I'm experimenting on my employees. Just get... Oh, thank God. Alright. Now, in order to mutate these mobs, you're going to need this, Chemical X. And in order to make this weird Chemical X substance, you just need a ton of roids and some protein powder. I mean, 4 obsidian and a water bottle. Yeah. I swear there's nothing illegal going on. So like I said, when you combine 4 obsidian surrounding a water bottle, you'll obtain Chemical X. Chemical X works the same as a splash potion. When you throw Chemical X, whether it be next to or directly on a mob, a cloud of skulls will appear and infect it. If thrown at a mob with an available mutation, there is a 50-50 chance it will actually work. If it does work, it'll transform the creature into its mutant counterpart. If it doesn't work, it'll just kill it. Let's take a look at the Mutant Creeper first. Let's go ahead and splash it with the Chemical X. Okay, 50-50 chance, and... Oh God, holy Jesus, that... Oh my God. This thing looks like it can literally blow a hole right through Japan. Alright, now let's talk the Mutant Creeper. The Mutant Creeper has a hefty amount of 60 hearts and comes equipped with 5 different types of attacks. The first is a basic attack, nothing too special there. But let me tell you, this thing, it has hops. By that, I mean this guy can jump into the air and cause an explosion when he lands. Let's just say LeBron James can eat his heart out. The Mutant Creeper can also go into a charging state where it will be vulnerable for a certain period of time. It will flash 6 times times, and if you don't break it out of that charge before that 6th and final flash, then the boss regains 15 hearts, which will most likely make you smash your keyboard into a million pieces. There's also a 1 in 6 chance while it is charging that it will perform a lightning attack when you get close to it. I would showcase it, but I've been sitting here trying to get it to activate for over an hour now, so here's what it would look like if it actually decided to work. That lightning attack will actually charge this damn thing, making it even more powerful. Now, for whatever reason, if you try using explosives against it, it'll gain health instead of losing it. Why exactly you would use TNT against this thing? I don't know. Why did Germany think they can successfully invade Russia during World War II? And as if all of that wasn't enough, the entire time you're fighting this thing, it's flinging its children at you. Now, these creeper minions are absolutely bloodthirsty and relentless little shits. They will not stop until you are dead. To put this fight into perspective, it's like trying to defend your sandwich from a hungry raccoon while trying to fight off an army of angry and pissed off fire ants. So what exactly do you get for killing the mutant creeper, you might ask? When you finally defeat this thing, it'll explode one final time, leaving an egg behind. This egg can be carried on top of your head and will eventually hatch after 3 to 5 Minecraft days into your very own creeper minion. This tamed minion works the same as any other tamed pet. Right click for it to sit or follow you, it'll protect you, and you can heal it by giving it gunpowder. You can craft a creeper minion tracker with 4 cobblestone and gunpowder and use it to track the stats of your minion. If you decide to give it a piece of TNT, it will never die from its own explosions, making it a permanent pet. But if you break the egg before it hatches, you might get this, a creeper shard. The creeper shard is a weapon that charges each time you hit a mob. When it becomes fully charged, you can right click with it to unleash an explosion. Now, you may think that the highlight of these rewards is the fact that you can have your own creeper as a pet, but honestly, the best thing about it is that I stole this creeper's child and I don't have to pay child support because I killed their mother. That's about it when it comes to the mutant creeper, so let's move on to our next boss, the mutant zombie. Fresh off injecting horse piss into his ass, this big hulking monster is not someone you want to mess with. The mutant zombie has a total of 75 hearts, so compared to the mutant creeper, it's definitely more bulky. Which, you know, I guess kind of makes sense because look at him! He has a total of 3 attacks. The first one is a Hulk smash attack that deals up to 12 hearts of damage total and has a 25% chance to inflict the hunger effect. His second attack is similar to the mutant creepers. He basically roars and deals half a heart of damage to any entity in its way and summons up to 6 zombie minions to attack you while fighting. But by far, his most dangerous maneuver is a fucking Mortal Kombat air toss uppercut that deals full damage on top of the uppercut damage itself. This is absolutely terrifying. Getting yeeted into the air at light speed just to see a gigantic muscular meathead accelerate towards you with no other way of countering it. I also would not fight this behemoth at night because even though it doesn't burn during the day, it regenerates 1 heart every 5 seconds at night. And just when you think you killed this thing, it gets worse. Much worse, actually. In order to permanently kill this thing, you need to light him on fire when he's down. And if you decide not to light him on fire, say you didn't have a flint and steel at the time, he will resurrect himself 3 times. Yep, if you don't have a fire aspect or a flame enchantment or flint and steel, you have to fight this guy 3 times. But if you are fortunate enough to have at least some access to some sort of fire or flame, then you don't have to worry and he'll die after the first knockdown. And if you're somehow still alive after all of this, you will be rewarded with the Hulk Hammer weapon. The Hulk Hammer has a total of 64 uses and creates the same Shockwave Hulk smash attack that the mutant zombie uses when you fight him. Up next, we have the Mutant Skeleton. Coming in with the strongest jawline in the entire mod, the Mutant Skeleton has the same amount of hearts as the Mutant Zombie and has a total of 4 different types of attacks. He has a basic melee attack that doesn't deal much damage, but is primarily used to knock you far back so it can utilize its ranged attack. His ranged attack consists of random arrow effects such as poison or slowness that can also phase through entities. If you're able to get in close right before it fires, you'll cause the skeleton to lose focus and cease fire. His next attack causes him to jump into the air and fire 6 arrows down at you, which is extremely difficult to dodge. He will also occasionally suck you into his ribcage to constrict you before launching you into the atmosphere to also take fall damage. And yet another similar feature to the Mutant Zombie, the Mutant Skeleton will also regain 1 heart every 5 seconds during the nighttime, while also not burning during the daytime. When you finally defeat this thing, it'll explode into a bunch of pieces which will hurt like hell if it hits you. But if you're not dead from this, you'll be able to right click on all the parts to pick them up. Make sure you pick up every single bone though, because you'll be able to craft your very own set of Mutant Skeleton armor. Now this set of armor is slightly weaker than iron, and yeah, I know, but it has some special effects to it to make up for it. If you have the helmet on, any arrow you hit while in midair will deal double the damage. However, any arrow that is fired not in the air and on the ground will deal half damage. Yeah, that may sound absolutely horrible, but at least there's a 50% chance you won't lose your arrow when fired. The chest plate is made by putting together their arms and the rib cage, which also have separate crafting recipes, which is a bit needlessly complicated, but whatever. The chest plate gives you a boost to your bow charging speed up to 4 times, which is definitely useful. The leggings, when crafted, also provide you with a speed boost, which pairs really well with the jump boost you get from the boots. So is the fact that the armor is worse than iron worth the extra bonus effects? Honestly, I wouldn't choose it over netherite armor, but I don't know, what do you guys think? Moving on to the next mob, we have the Mutant Snow Golem, which is probably my second favorite mutant. More on my favorite later. The Mutant Snow Golem is the first passive mob in the showcase thus far. There isn't really that much to him though, unfortunately. He behaves much like a regular snow golem. He can freeze the water he walks on, he attacks hostile mobs, only except this version throws a massive chunk of ice that deals 6 hearts of damage. He will also take 8 hearts of damage if you knock him into the water without him freezing it. Now, if your cold, heartless self decided to kill him, he'll drop 32 to 48 snowballs. But come on, it ain't even worth killing him. He's just so amazing. Next up we have, oh god, what the fuck? This mob just seems like it was just tossed in here with the big guys. I can't even begin to describe this thing. The Spider Pig has 25 hearts and it has the same abilities of both a pig and a spider. That's literally just it. And the taming conditions for this thing is just straight up weird. In order to tame this abomination, it needs to have 4 or less hearts remaining, and it has to kill a creeper minion and devour its soul in order for you to... Okay, who the fuck wrote this? And now we have our final mutant, and my personal favorite of the bunch, the Mutant Enderman. The Mutant Enderman is by far the most dangerous mutant, having the most amount of health at 100 hearts and has 7 different types of attacks. It behaves much like a normal Enderman in the way that it's neutral if you don't look at it. But if you do look at it, it'll turn you blind and pull you towards him. Not only that, but if he sees you wearing a pumpkin head, he'll automatically attack you no matter what. When he teleports, he also deals damage while occasionally blinding you. His melee attack will vary on damage because if you're hit with his inner arms, they'll deal 4 hearts of damage, whereas his outer arms will deal more damage at 5 hearts. If he picks up blocks, he will fling them at you, causing you to take 3 to 4 hearts of damage on a direct hit and 2 hearts of splash damage. It just keeps getting worse from here because he'll summon minions to attack you, which will heal him in the process. His Telesmash ability launches you into the air and gives you nausea on top of the fall damage. His final attack is his most deadly though. He will scream and inflict one of many status effects, deal 2 hearts of armor-piercing damage, or just kill you within seconds. If you somehow manage to kill him, he'll explode and deal tons of damage, but it can be largely avoided by popping a pumpkin head on your head at the very last second. If you're quick enough to collect the crystals before they explode, you can turn them into my favorite item ever, the Ender Soul Hand. This thing allows you to pick up blocks and fling them at things just like the Mutant Enderman. And if you crouch and right click, you can teleport with it. It's definitely an amazing reward for the most difficult mob boss fight in the mod. Alright, Mervin. Oh. Hey, Mervin, isn't that, like, one of your long-lost family relatives, you know? Don't you know that guy? I can assume you speak Enderman because, you know, you are one, but, like, you know, he probably misses you over there. You know, why don't you go give your uncle, you know, a hug or something? Why don't you go over there and say hello to him? Go ahead, Mervin, go. Let's go, Mervin. Yeah. Just keep. Oh my God, this is gonna be hilarious. Oh my God, oh, he's good. He has no idea. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh God. Oh. Friendly fire! Alright, time to give my final thoughts and rank this fantastic mod on the Tuxedo Meter. Now, I might be a little biased here, but this mod is relatively easy for me to rank. These bosses are the perfect level of difficulty for vanilla Minecraft and offer very unique and fitting weapons and items. There isn't really much to complain about here, honestly. So I have to give it a perfect 10 out of 10, which I will not give out often, by the way. And of course, it will most definitely receive the Wang Enterprises seal of approval. Thank you guys for coming to another mod showcase. Make sure to check out the CurseForge link down in the description below to go show support to the original creator of the mod. Believe me, they deserve it. Make sure to comment down below what mod you want to see next featured in one of my mod showcases. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, everyone, and be safe.